What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Around the World with Steven. Welcome if you're new. And if you're returning, I appreciate you for returning. Thank you so much for your support, your love, and your care. It's what's holding this channel. It's what's holding our community. It's what's holding this all together. I've taken a break from Run Mango. I'm definitely doing Stephanie Soo and Run Mango Butt or Miss Mango Butt. And looking through the channel, it's so interesting. I don't even know where to start. I know some of you have actually suggested that I do some of the reactions. For Chinaverse, I'm leaving Chinaverse for our live streams. So every live stream will have a Chinaverse on there. So whatever is not Chinaverse, I'll do it here and post it. Now, this one is a fear of mine. The title says, a popular Malaysian influencer hacked friend's YouTube. Oh man, I do not like to hear that. Anything that is hackable or hacking, or I don't like it. I don't like it because you spend your whole time, blood, sweat, and tears putting something together, and then somebody with clickety clack, just a few seconds, takes over it. And it becomes theirs. And that is a huge fear of mine. So yeah, let's look at this.
Hi everyone, welcome to the first relaunch of Midnight Mango. Listen. I know Midnight Mango was like the true crime that I did on this channel, but Midnight Mango has basically turned into Rotten Mango. And so we thought we'd bring it back, but with the stories that we tell in mukbangs, because I read the comments, I listen to the comments, and so many times people are like, can you just timestamp when the story starts? So the timestamp is now. We're starting the story now. Let me know what you guys think. I want it to feel like we're just chit-chatting in midnight with the guy that I'm dating is listening to the story. I actually have like a whole PowerPoint presentation because this one is thick drama. So welcome to Midnight Mango.
We need like
an intro.
Right. Quack quack.
First of all, I just want to talk about something real quick before we get into the thick juiciness of today's case, which is basically this YouTuber goes to a YouTuber party with a bunch of other famous YouTubers, and she's trying to hack into their YouTube accounts, and she gets caught. Amongst other things. This is just like one of the many things that she gets caught for. She straight up tries to sell her ex-boyfriend's YouTube channel because they were like a famous YouTube vlog couple. They break up and she tried to sell his YouTube channel.
I don't know how that works.
Yo, that is insane. Yo, this girl is crazy. You break up with someone you had a YouTube with, and then you try to sell it. You didn't even have a conversation with your ex. Like, what are we doing with the channel? I know we're no more. Like, are we splitting the earnings? I don't know if it made money yet, but are we splitting the earnings, or are you taking my contents off or something like that? You just take it and try to sell it just like that. That's crazy. And before that, she tried to hack into her friend's YouTube channel and got caught. Oh my days, bro. I am so excited to hear this. Let's get into this. This is juicy. Ooh.
It works. Like, does the person just change? Like, today's Stephanie, tomorrow's
Tomorrow's you.
tomorrow's Tiffany.
Hey, I'll sell you my YouTube channel. Do you want it? But before we do that, I just want to talk about my first encounter with Factor. Okay, let me explain. I saw a ton of fitness influencers, fitness gurus talking about Factor. And I was like, okay, I probably already know the vibes. Probably it's going to give chicken breast, very nutritious meals. My macros are going to be phenomenal. It'll probably be very good for me, but you know, I like a little bit of taste. I think it takes a certain 75.com, or click the link below and use code BIS50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. So this is technically the story of an influencer or a YouTuber that went to an influencer party to hack into other influencers' YouTube accounts, to impersonate them, to post things pretending to be them.
Okay.
Is that not so
What?
shady?
It's kind of not a great plan.
You don't think so? You don't think?
It's like you can target anyone, like, but you target YouTubers.
Yes.
So they're gonna vlog about it.
Yeah, but what if they don't even know that it was you? Like, what if, just imagine, okay, what if someone hacks into someone else's YouTube account, posts some really questionable shit, makes it seem like them, and then that YouTuber comes out with an apology and is like, guys, that wasn't me. You think the world would believe them?
Yeah.
Right?
That's complicated.
And
yeah.
these aren't even small influencers. They're pretty big. So the fact that one of them is out there doing this type of nonsense, thinking that she's not going to get caught, is beyond me. Which, if that sounds wild to you, just wait. It keeps getting more.
But what is the point? What is the point? I mean, you're just hacking it to post on it. It's not like you can earn from a hacked account because you verify a lot of stuff anyway. So it's not like you can benefit from a hacked account. The only thing you can do is ruin their life when you post questionable stuff, like Stephanie said, and then the YouTuber has to come and apologize. Did they do something to her? Or, man, and that's crazy if that's your friend, because they went to the party as friends. So this is even more insane, because you might not think your friend is hacking into your account, or somebody that supports you is hacking into your account. You might think it's some hacker somewhere. This girl is crazy.
Unhinged. This is the case of Yang Baobei, aka YBB, a Malaysian influencer who used to be every girl's teenage, favorite teen author novelist. She's a published author, and it's crazy because when you look at her achievements, she's in Malaysia, she's Malaysian, but she's not Malay. Yeah, there's 3 major ethnicities in Malaysia. So you have Malay, which are like the indigenous people to Malaysia. Then you have big groups of Chinese people, or ethnically Chinese and ethnically Indian. So they're Malaysian, but I think they call them like Chinese Malaysian or Malaysian Chinese. So they're not Malay. So she's part of the Chinese community. She's Chinese Malaysian. I think most of her videos are in Mandarin and stuff. And it's crazy when you look at her achievements, it just feels so out of left field for her to have this type of scandal. I mean, she had it so good. At one point, she was a published author, YouTuber, influencer, boba tea shop owner, online business owner, all in one. So when text messages were exposed of her trying to hack into other YouTubers' accounts, people were confused. I'm so sorry.
What is wrong with her? You are established. You have a boba tea shop. You're an author. Why hack into did they do something to her? I would think somebody who would hack into other people's YouTube channels would be somebody that doesn't have anything going for them. Probably will want some cash to release it back, or try to screw something, like a troll. Somebody who has nothing going on for them, sitting in their mom's basement eating Cheetos. But you are an entrepreneur. You have a boba tea shop. You're an author. Before that, Stephanie said you were every teenager's dream. You were fairly popular. So what is the problem? What is wrong with this girl? Oh, wow.
Sorry, I feel so out of my element right now.
First video?
Whoa, this is weird.
Where's the food?
I know, I'm kind of hungry.
Let me take a bite.
Tendon? Where are you?
Oh my god, what's Tendon gonna be? Oh no.
He can just hump the sofa like this.
Oh my god.
Okay, anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Text messages were released, okay?
Focus.
Text messages were released. And she texted a friend of hers.
I think I just need someone to divert her attention, and I'm gonna steal her phone when she's not paying attention. I can pretend to open up to her or something. I'm gonna wear something loose with pockets that day, and when we see the opportunity, we go for it.
Her friend
What?
texts back,
What about her husband? We need to get him drunk. They need to be drunk so that they can misplace their phones.
Good, yes. And if that doesn't work, we just need to know her phone password. As long as we can steal a YouTuber's phone, we can easily hack it.
and then her friend is like,
We just need to ask her to take a picture. And when she's taking a picture, she's going to unlock her phone and use her phone password, and we will see it.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's good. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is good, but which one? For me, it doesn't matter as long as they're famous. It's gonna work.
these are literal text messages that were leaked. So what the hell is going on? Let's get on to the show. Quick disclaimer, this next part of the story is not really a scandal. I just want to reiterate, this is not part of the scandal, okay? But it's kind of what unravels everything, so we have to
Crazy.
cover it. in the midst of YBB's YouTube height, career, success, she's got a boba tea shop. She's like killing it. Okay, fine. She had some failed business opportunities, but it's okay. Everyone knows she's successful. YBB suddenly posts on her Instagram that she's leaving social media. And it's like a cryptic farewell to all of her viewers. And everyone is like, what?
When was this?
This was in 2021.
Oh, very recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all her viewers are like, that's so weird. Why? Like, what happened? That afternoon, there's reports that a woman, a potential YouTuber, tried to end it and was saved by firefighters. So people are putting 2 and 2 together, but they can't even ask YBB to confirm if it's her because did you know in Malaysia, it's actually illegal to attempt? So after she was saved, they literally threw her in prison for 15 days. Yeah. So everyone's like, well, could it be? Could it be YBB? I mean, she posted on Instagram and then we have this news. Like, maybe it's her, right? That makes the most sense. And then for 15 days, when she's sitting in prison, everything goes to shit. Literally within 15 days. Are you kidding me? And like true YouTube drama fashion, there are text message receipts of all of this. So I'm just going to buckle the fuck up. We're going to town. But first,
look, if you want to hack something or somebody, don't do that. Number one, don't do that. It's a bad idea. And number two, if you're doing that, don't leave trails. That is stupid. You sending text messages. Text messages can be retrieved even if you delete them. They can still be retrieved. You have a service provider who can be subpoenaed to release your text message history. It doesn't matter if you deleted them. So that is a trail. It's like I'm giving crime tips 101. I'm sorry. Don't follow my advice. Don't hack. Don't do crime. Be a decent human being. She had a YouTube channel and she was buzzing. So what? What? Oh my goodness. And also don't be stupid enough to leave paper trails. Don't do that. That is why people use burner phones all the time, because burner phones can be traced. I'm not saying do that, but I'm saying that is why people do that. This is insane. And especially Snapchat. People think, oh yeah, Snapchat auto deletes, so they can't find any. A police officer was convicted for essaying minors, and the trail was on Snapchat, even though it's self-deleted. It can all be subpoenaed. So, man, this is crazy.
I have to give you a whole biographic spiel of YBB, okay? YBB was born in Malaysia in 1994, and like I said, Malaysia is a very diverse country. She is considered Malaysian Chinese. So she's ethnically Chinese, and I don't know much about her childhood. But at 15 years old, she signed with this major Malaysian modeling company, gets the cover of like a teen magazine. So it's not like Vogue, it's nothing crazy, but it's like one of those like Tiger Pump or Tiger Bump or whatever you call it. And she's featured on there. Schoolgirls are going obsessed with her. She's so pretty. She's got like the big eyes. She's got the look, like that clean girl, Asian girl aesthetic. Everyone's obsessed and they're like, what is she going to do next? What is she going to do? She comes out with a book. I know it's kind of random. She comes out with a book. It's called Here Comes Love. And then she hits them with another one called Don't Date in High School. It was almost like a teenage girl's guide to high school, and people were eating that shit up. I will say, from all accounts, people say that YBB is very witty. She's very good with her words. She's pretty humorous. She did really well. I mean, think about it. She's like a 16-year-old author. That's crazy. So with this, she starts entering into Malaysia's entertainment industry all before she's even 18.
What?
She gets some
Yo, she's a born entertainer. There are some people that it hits for them like that. Some people will just maneuver through and wouldn't have a footing. And she's 16 doing all these stuff. Why shouldn't date in high school? It's going viral. It's booming. Why shouldn't do this? It's booming. Why shouldn't do that? It's booming. How did it all turn? And she was 16. Wow.
some small budget films here and there. She also released a few songs, like every YouTuber must, okay? She released a few songs. She was okay. She wasn't like Billie Eilish or anything. She's okay. So then she mainly goes back to focusing on vlogs, like challenges, skits. She would post videos like going to the Great Wall of China alone. So they did well. And going down the influencer business owner pipeline, she's like, I need to come up with something on my own that's not YouTube videos. So she opens up her own boba tea shop. Boba tea shop was a claw machine shop. Keep this in mind because this boba tea shop, so pertinent to the story later, okay? You order a boba tea. And it's got claw machines inside.
Oh, those are cool.
Those are really cute, right?
Yeah, those are good.
It's like a hangout spot / couples date night concept. It's really cute.
Wow.
I don't know why. The execution, maybe it was the marketing, maybe it was the service. I don't know. People didn't like it. And by 2020, the shop had to close down. I mean, a lot of it had to do with YBB's kind of declining image at the time. So when she first started, she's like this crazy, relatable teenager vibe, right? And then as she's getting older, people called her this really mean name that I don't think I'm allowed to say. The word is just anyone who has no sense of style, fashion, or sense of character by themselves. Like they're the type of people will comment, no matter how much money someone has or how successful they become, they just feel kind of cheap.
Damn.
So, like, people said YBB just wasn't really a trendsetter, you know? She wasn't, like, one of the cool kids that made people want to follow her and, like, go to her boba tea shop. I don't even know the girl, so don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, people called her this word. They stopped going to her boba tea shop, but she still had her followers. People accused the haters of just being jealous. Until April 17th, 2021. A video of a girl being rescued by firefighters was released, and everyone starts connecting the dots that it's YBB. And everyone at first is flooding her social media of like, oh my God, we support you. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Like, oh my God, come back safely, blah, 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 right? And this was all confirmed to be true. And
Wait,
everyone...
This is when did she quit?
The same day.
Oh, the video was released same day that she quit?
Yeah.
Oh.
So people are like, it's gotta be her. And the reports are saying it's like a YouTuber.
Oh.
So they're like, that makes total sense, right? And even people that didn't watch her, they're like leaving messages of support all over her social media accounts. I feel like everyone could sympathize. Everyone just kind of assumed maybe it's relationship problems. Maybe it's work problems. She had some pretty like emotional captions on Instagram. People started overanalyzing. They said things like, I suddenly realized that I no longer need love. Or if I don't meet the right person, I would rather spend the rest of my time alone than settle. So like very relationship insinuating captions. It sounded like she was just going through something love-wise. So people speculated that her love life coupled with the bubble shop closing down, it led to her to be in a dark place. But while all these conversations are taking place, there were a few netizens that start posts with sentences like, I know right now is not the best time.
Oh.
Or there was another one that was like, I probably shouldn't bring this up right now.
Uh-oh.
Which is just like 1,000% they're about to say something
Something negative.
So everyone is clicking on these posts ready to fight them in the comments because it's like, yeah, now is definitely not the time, okay? But they were saying things like, I know right now is not the time, but something weird happened to me. And a few of these posts start getting traction, okay? So people start reading into these posts because they're thinking, oh my God, this is about to be crazy. People are about to have a war in the comments. And the posts are posted by viewers of YBB that claim that she scammed them.
Oh.
And nobody knew how to feel. On one hand, if the netizens are telling the truth and YBB did scam them, I mean, that's a horrible thing that she did. But is it really the time to bring it up like right now? Right now? Others wondered, okay, how do we even know that this is real? What if they're lying? So the post talked about how YBB was selling her secondhand luxury handbags. So let's say she went and bought a Prada bag. She's like, hey guys, I don't want this Prada bag anymore, so I'm selling it. But I'm going to sell it for cheaper than what I bought it for. And because I'm an influencer,
You can trust me.
so people started buying her used luxury handbags off of her Instagram. And they were expensive, okay? Even though they were secondhand, she was selling like a Prada bag for $1,900. I mean, it's crazy. But because secondhand is so suspicious and YBB is so trustworthy, people are like, it's fine. It's probably a little bit more expensive buying from YBB than like these secondhand websites. But at least I have peace of mind.
Let me tell you something about influencers and how the masses are actually tricked by believing influencers. If you do follow a lot of pop culture, not pop culture really, but a lot of happenings and influencers that scam their audience, you'd realize that it's happening a lot. It has happened a lot, and it's still happening with those selling meme coins, with those doing money back, whatever, like something like this, right? The influencer builds this following community, right? And they see the influencer as trustworthy because, hey, after all, we're following him. After all, he entertains us. After all, whatever he says is true. Or like, he's our source of entertainment. We like him. We like her. She makes us laugh. She's funny. We can't see her lie to us, right? You associate all the positive energies, all positive feelings and attributes to that influencer, thinking, oh, they're making it big, they're good, they're not gonna lie to me. I have nothing. And that is how they get you. I mean, the bad ones, right? The people that prey on their fans. That is how they get you, because they know that in your mind, you trust them so much. They've entertained you all these years. They know you know that in your head, they can't scam you. And they stand on that trust to scam. And the sad part of it is, after they scam, those who are victims, who are their fans, some of them even defends them. Oh no, if it had gone well, I believe I would have had my money back. If it had gone well, I believe everything would have been fine. It's okay. He's still a good guy anyway. He's successful. And it's like, what? Oh my goodness, because sometimes you hear some of these stories. I don't want to give examples right now. I reacted to one of them, but I don't want to give a lot of examples right now, but you guys know. And it's like a lot of excuses are made for them. So do not believe influencers to a T. You can like them, follow them, but for you to take their words like a moral book or something like that, no. No. Make your judgment as though they're human beings. Make your judgment as though they're your friends. Make your judgment as though they are people who, yes, they do entertain you, but you do not know them personally. You just don't know them personally. You don't live with them. So that's what I want to chip in.
They wire YBB the money and they don't receive the bag. So they're texting her like, hey, can I get a tracking number or something? Because it's been a week and you said it should be here like, I don't know, a week ago.
You see?
Like, oh my gosh, I just checked the tracking number and I guess the link expired because it's been too long. But I asked my parents who shipped it out for me and they said it should get to you by Wednesday. Let me know if it's not to you by Wednesday and I can just refund you the money. We can meet in person and I can sell it to you for cash. So they're like, okay, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's not like totally unreasonable, right? But they never got the bag. They never got the money. Wednesday came and went and nothing happened. They've been trying to reach out to YBB, nothing. And now they see this on the news and they're like, well, I still need my $2,000 back, right?
That's crazy. She didn't even sell them a fake bag. She didn't make the effort to sell them something fake. Of course, it's all a scam. I'm not saying selling them fake stuff is good, but at least ship something. She did not. She just took the money and then forgot about them. They came to her and was like, yeah, my parents shipped it. They said they will get to you on this day, so relax. And they still didn't get the money. That is insane. This is not scamming. This is not just scamming. It is scamming and theft. This is bad. This is horrible. This is extremely horrible. She's a bad person for doing that. And it's $2,000. She didn't say, oh, yeah, the bags are $50. And so you're like, oh, $50. It's okay. She took it. That's fine. I'm unfollowing her and I can sleep. $2,000? Oh, my goodness. In Malaysia? She's wicked. She's a bad person.
So at first it was just one person, then it was another person, and multiple netizens came out to say that they had the same exact experience with her so far. They wired her the money, never got the bag, something about a link expiring, and it should get there on Wednesday, if not I'll refund you, and then ghosted. Ghosted. One of the netizens, yeah?
What?
Smart scam.
It's like the worst scam I've ever heard in my life.
It's so stupid.
It's so bad. So then one of the netizens was even saying, like, it took me 2 whole months to save up for this bag. This was my birthday present to myself, and I'm not getting a refund. But at this point,
Oh.
the netizens were conflicted. Some of them believed the netizens, but were like, okay, let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe when she gets out of jail, she's going to pay back and be like, sorry about that. Like, I was going through something, okay? Some were saying, how do we even trust the netizens? What if they're making up lies and taking advantage of this situation? But then more news comes out. This is not the only shady thing that YBB has tried to sell.
Oh my goodness.
What do you mean, Stephanie? It was alleged that YBB tried to sell her ex-boyfriend's YouTube channel for $6,000. I was so perplexed by this.
What?
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Now Taxes is having a TurboTax expert who does your taxes from start to finish.
Okay, because how do you sell a YouTube channel? I was wondering. I was really wondering, okay? But it's a thing. You can sell a channel and they'll change the name, probably private your videos.
And resume the business as usual.
Yeah, and just act like nothing happened. But I guess their videos will show up on, like, I don't know, 100,000 people's pages because they're subscribed to this channel. But they're like, wait, who the hell is Kevin? I don't remember subscribing to a Kevin. It's because they...
It's happened to me before. That makes sense. That makes sense. When I used to be in college, I consumed a lot of YouTube content. So what I did was a lot of research, but I'm a visual learner. So I would go to YouTube to do my research, right? Macroeconomics, microeconomics, all those stuff. Now, I remember there was one time I was going through my subscription feed because I was looking for this particular YouTuber. Never found the YouTuber. Found two channels I don't remember subscribing to. I do not remember subscribing to. I didn't even know their names and the content they made. I clicked on one of the channels. There was no videos at all. There was nothing on the channel. And the other channel had, I think, 2 videos. And it was videos. There was this guy in water. I was like, what? Like me subscribed to that? Was I sleeping? That makes sense now. So people do sell their channels, and because you're already subscribed, you will automatically be subscribed even when they change everything about it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
They changed the YouTube name. What do you mean she tried to sell it? We're going to get to all of that. While she's in prison, some things develop. This is all happening concurrently. So we got a lot we got to touch upon, okay? While she's in prison, her family comes out and is like, hey, people who have purchased a bag from YBB, contact us and we will reach out to you so we can personally refund you for the bags. Well, even that turned into a show because people started reaching out to the netizens that were scammed and would DM them things like, hey, I'm YBB's cousin. I want to know how much YBB scammed you out of so I can refund you. I just need your bank details.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't think they were able to steal anyone's information and take their funds, but it was just a mess. It was a show, and because of how messy it was, it started getting more and more attention online. People are like,
oh my gosh,
scamming these netizens after a YouTuber scammed them. Like, what is going on? Okay, so we have the first phase, the purse scam. The second phase is selling the ex-boyfriend's YouTube channel.
So how did that come about?
Oh, okay, so basically her ex-boyfriend posted a video. And that was like a while ago, but it started resurfacing of people being like, hey, remember when she did this shady thing and it was kind of he said, she said? The whole thing is weird. I'm going to go chronologically, okay? And then so she gets hit with scam after scam allegations. First scam is the purse scam. Then we got the ex-boyfriend YouTube scam. And then we have the third scam, gambling. This is all unraveling in like 48 hours. People are like, look at this other thing. Look at this other thing that she did. It's just turning to literal trash. So netizens exposed every little memory that they had of YBB that they could dig up from their brains. Like whatever clue of anything dark or sinister happening behind the scenes, they were digging it out of their like neural pathways and like throwing it online. So allegedly, she did all these scams. She tried to sell a YouTube channel and all these fake purses to gamble. A few netizens talked about how they ran into her a few times in a local giant casino. Side note, Malaysia is an Islamic country, but it's also home to one of the biggest casinos in the world. They have some pretty strict gambling laws, though, that if you're Muslim, you cannot even enter the casino. So it's really intense. And this one is called Genting Highlands Casino.
What?
Here's the crazy thing. Near this, the casino is in the mountains, okay? And when you go up the mountains, there's this little temple before you get to the casino. The temple is called Clearwater Temple. About like a few months or like a year into opening this casino, people start writing online.
This casino is jinxed. You will never win at this casino because the temple is called Clearwater Temple. Clear your bank account at the casino. You're going to lose everything.
Goodness.
And so this superstition persisted, and like gambling is pretty big on superstition, okay? So people
Yo, people will find reasons for anything. This is so hilarious. Like, there's a temple in front of the casino, which is ironic. A temple, casino. But there's a temple in front of the casino. It's called Clearwater Temple. So they're trying to make something up to justify the reason why they've never hit a jackpot before. But given the chance that they went to another casino, they were probably not going to hit a jackpot anyway. That is ridiculous. Hey, if the temple was probably called what, unclear water or dirty water, they'll still find something. Oh, you know, it's dirty water, so it's so dirty you can't even cross the water to go win in the casino. It's jinxed. Man, humans are sometimes really hilarious species.
stopped going to this casino because they stated the temple's water suggests clear water, aka you're leaving with no money.
Oh my goodness.
Change that name real quick.
They changed the temple's name. And now it's just a superstition still that on your way up to the casino, you can't even look at the temple. Otherwise, you will lose all your money.
Oh my goodness.
You cannot even glance at the temple. Otherwise, everything gone. Finito. You're done.
They should be naming like Loaded Water.
Walk out rich temple. Yes. People
Money water temple.
I've seen her at this casino many times, and she bets a ton of money. Some people were like, well, be more specific. What's a ton of money? And they said 1,000 USD per round. Not the whole day, which even that is insane, but per round. So everyone is...
What? She scams her audience to go gamble, and she's not even gambling little money. $1,000 per round. She has a problem. She needs therapy. She has a big problem. Guys, and I'm hitting on it again. You do not know influencers. Just enjoy their content. Enjoy what they post. If you like what they post, if that's your style of content, but the individual as a person, make sure you apply logic to whatever you hear. I'm telling you. Because this lady is insane. You took people's money, didn't even feel guilty, and they're gambling $1,000 per round of a game. And so if you play 10 rounds, that is $10,000 just gone.
It's like, okay, she's a YouTuber. I'm sure they make money, but like, that's no, like maybe her parents are wealthy because that's insane. To bet $1,000, to give you perspective, the minimum bet for roulette at that casino is $10. For baccarat, it's $45. $1,000 a round, that's out of this world. It felt like she was not a social gambler, that she wasn't going there to gamble for fun with her friends like you would go to Vegas, but rather something was clearly wrong. Another netizen said, I saw her there and we were coincidentally at the same table, and I was like, oh my God, are you YBB? And she's like, yeah. And I told her, oh, I've seen you here multiple times and I never knew that it was you and I didn't want to bother you. And she goes, yeah, I'm always here because I'm addicted. And then a video was posted while she's in prison of her at a like roulette table or whatever, placing her bet, and you can see her reach into her bag to get more chips. Other players kind of seem shocked that she's betting more, but more than that, the body language of this video was ripped apart. When she's reaching into her bag to get more chips, the body language is less of someone that's just having a blast and like, you know what, that was fun, let me do it again. It was more like,
I gotta bet more.
She didn't look like she was having a good time. She looked really stressed out, as if she was at work. And not just like, oh my God, like I lost, but okay, let me see, I have more chips. It wasn't like that. So a lot of people were shocked at just how bad all of this is escalating and how she was scamming her viewers and potentially her ex-boyfriend, and now it's suspected that she's blowing all this scammed money on casinos, and it's not looking good. So she gets released from prison 15 days later, and she posts an apology video called I'm Sorry. you can already visualize it. I'm talking blank black screen or whatever. It's like a grayish screen, sitting on a chair, like no makeup look. You know what I mean? She's sighing, and she starts off bowing to her viewers. And she just talks about how she wants to apologize to all of her loved ones, all of her supporters, and how she's willing to face the consequences. She's going to pay everyone back and just everything. And she kind of gives her reasoning for it all. And she paints this very sad picture. She says, I once had a boyfriend. He's a lot younger than me. His income at the time was a lot lower than mine. And so at the time, I shared everything with him. I paid for everything. I paid the bills. I covered everything. And because we were young, our expenses were so high, I almost burned through my entire savings. And it was at that time that I went to a casino for the first time. The first time I made a bet, I won $6,500 with just $65.
What?
This incident made me lose my sense of direction, and I thought gambling could be my way out.
She said that.
But you don't scam people to gamble. I am not a gambler. I don't believe in that. I believe in grinding your way out of debt or whatever. But if you want to do that, you do not scam your audience. You just don't. You see how she did the whole thing? Oh, and I paid for this and I paid for that. I paid for this. Your fans also have their stories on how they got that money. Your fans also had to hustle. You're not the only person. They also had to hustle for that money. They gave you that money because they liked the purse you were selling. And you don't know how they got their money. Stop with the sob stories. And that is with YouTubers and apologies after they screw up, after they mess up. I'm not talking about those who genuinely screw up and who genuinely ask for apologies in the sincere way possible. I believe there's some people like that, but there are some people that mess up, they screw up, they know they shouldn't have, they scam, and afterwards they do this. You see what she did? She bowed, she sat at a certain posture, bowed at a certain posture and sat. You think she didn't practice that? Sometimes you see other YouTubers apologies and it's so obvious they practiced it multiple times. Those are not genuine apologies. It's not coming from the heart. It's coming from a script. She probably set the camera and then bowed the first time, sat down, started talking, went to check the camera if that is what she wants. Oh, no, I didn't bow well enough. I'm about to turn this way. Bow. You think that's genuine? Stop believing people you do not know.
That she got addicted to gambling, lost all of her money, and she was so scared. There's no way that I can make all that money back. I would just have to borrow money from a loan shark, gamble it, and win big. That was her line of thinking. So this is what she does. Then she loses more. So then she borrows from another loan shark, then pays that loan shark back, and then borrows from another loan shark to pay that loan shark back. And she is digging herself in a loan shark rabbit hole. She said, I went down the path of no return. The loan sharks charge interest by day. It's $1,000 USD a day. She couldn't pay it back, okay?
Wow.
She said she just wanted to buy time. She found out around the same time that her ex-boyfriend cheated on her. They broke up, and suddenly she felt like she had nothing, and all she had was gambling, and she feels horrible. She's going to try and make up for it. She's going to spend her life repenting and try to pay everyone back and fix her life. She said
I gotta say, some of these loan sharks are
so scary.
You know someone's at a dark place when they need that kind of money, and then you charge them on top of it. Yeah. It's almost like that's how you send someone into like a dark hole they can never get out of.
Some of these loan sharks have got some blood on their hands.
Yeah.
So she starts selling her valuables and tries to repay the scariest loan sharks first. And she said, she genuinely wanted to sell her luxury handbags on Instagram. And she didn't think that they would sell so fast. But each bag got like 10 people asking to buy it. And she thought, why sell it once when I can sell it 10 times, So that's what she did. Instead of making $2,000 a bag, she would make 10 times that for one bag by selling it to 10 different people. And then she said she realized that was dumb. I'm going to get caught and exposed. So I gotta, so she quit Instagram and then tried to, end things. She said that she reflected a lot while she was in prison and she was going to change and she's going to do everything in her power to just take accountability and make things right. So it's pretty bad. I will say some people did forgive her. I think they realized how much addiction can ruin someone's life and there's no point in punching her while she's already down on all fours, you know? But it was about to get so much worse. YBB's ex-boyfriend, the one that she alludes to in the video, almost kind of blames for like, oh my God, he cheated on me. He blew through my savings. And she doesn't like explicitly say all of this is because of him. I scam people because of him. But he is like the accelerator down her spiraling.
This is from her apology video.
Yes. And the ex-boyfriend comes out with a video and is like, okay, I've been accused of cheating on her, using her money, being supported by her, being a man that's lazy who just used her for bills. And that makes no sense. He's like, why am I laying down and getting shot? Literally, why? So let's dive in. He talks about how in the beginning of their relationship, he started a YouTube channel after he started dating her because she was like, oh my God, I'm a YouTuber. You should be a YouTuber. It'll be cute. Like we can do couples content. He starts a YouTube channel and it was mainly his YouTube channel. And after they broke up, he wanted to move back to China. And he was like, well, YouTube is banned in China, so I'm not really going to use my YouTube channel. And on top of that, I feel like everyone who watched me was YBB's people and like we broke up. It's just weird, right? I don't think I'm going to post. They break up. He stops posting on there. And right before he flies back home to China, he gets a call from YBB. She's like, hey, do you want to meet up? Like, I just want to say bye to you one last time. I know we ended on rough terms, but, you know, we were together for so long. He's touched. He thought, damn, after everything, that's pretty mature of her. She like wants to say bye to me. So they meet up. It's not scandalous. It's just goodbyes. And afterwards, as he's leaving his meeting with YBB, he's like, that is so strange. My phone literally is not working. Like my phone cannot make a phone call. It cannot send a text messages. Nothing.
She hacked it?
He figures out what's wrong. His SIM card had been taken out.
What?
She physically SIM swapped his phone.
And what is she trying to do?
Okay, so she probably knows the password to his YouTube channel because they were dating. And then once she took his SIM, she could log on to YouTube with her account and change the password, but it would need two-factor authentication and it would send a text message to his phone number, but because she had his SIM card and put it into her phone, she would get the verification text message. This is what I'm telling you. Everyone needs a cold key, but that's what she did. So while he was in the restroom in their last meeting, she stole his SIM card so that she could get into his YouTube channel and change the password.
Oh my goodness.
He could not access it. She also did this to his Instagram. So very quickly, he puts two and two together. Okay, here's the thing about YBB. She's not playing chess. She's not even thinking, like, if most people are running 100 meters... she's looking at the next 10 meters. That's all she's seeing right now. I don't know what it is, okay? She hacks into his Instagram, his YouTube account, changes both of them, and he confronts her. And he said, you know, at that moment, I didn't even know who this girl was. It was definitely not the girl that I had once dated. She just seemed so foreign to me. Who does that? So he confronts her and she goes,
okay, pick one.
What?
Excuse me?
Pick one. You want your Instagram or your YouTube account?
What?
So he chooses his Instagram. This is like hostage negotiators.
You know, that's like a negotiation tactic.
Yes, it's crazy.
You know, you take away two, and then you're like, okay, I'll give you one. Which one do you want? Now it's like you have to actively choose one for yourself. And then once you choose one, you're grateful.
Oh, so if I take away both, and like you want the right one back or the left one back?
Yeah.
Then you're like, thank you.
Thank you.
My beautiful wife. The left one?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
It's just the good one.
It's whatever's left.
So she literally, after this, posts on her social media, in the past 2 years, the YouTube channel that I managed with my ex-boyfriend was lucky enough to get everyone's support. We had 172,000 subscribers and the viewerships were very high. However, he has returned to China and will no longer be filming. As for me, I have my own YouTube channel to manage. We feel as if it would be a waste. If any artist or agency wants to take over, we are willing to sell the channel. Serious inquiries only.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So he was like, what the fork? he also said that the relationship was nothing like what she depicted in her apology video. He said she just hated the fact that he was so into YouTube. She was really insecure about it. They fought all the time. She complained constantly about how he doesn't make as much money as her. And on top of that, he said all of his earnings from YouTube were sent to her bank account because he didn't have a Malaysian bank account. So he's like, technically, I guess she was spending money on me, but it was my money. My money. In fact, she probably didn't even give me back most of my money. So I think, if anything, I lost money in this relationship. I lost money. Anyway, he said the problems really happened when she started gambling. So they broke up. Anyway, this video was posted, and now suddenly everyone is like, I have whiplash. Do I hate her? Do I love her? Who do I believe? I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, but now it sounds really bad, and now the ex-boyfriend kind of makes sense. I'm confused. I'm really confused. So they commented to YBB, if you want to apologize, just apologize. Why fake all of this, like with your ex-boyfriend and all of that? Just admit you're addicted to gambling. So then later, text messages were leaked. And I'm going to explain who leaks it later. But YBB was texting a friend of hers saying, I want to find someone to rob my ex-boyfriend and take his phone so I can get his passwords. What do you think? I can ask a few guys to probably kidnap him with a knife.
Okay, so YBB is plotting with a friend to kidnap the ex-boyfriend for YouTube password.
Yes, so this is
before, prior.
Yes, before she stole his SIM card. And this was released after his video was released. And people were like, no, she was plotting some crazy stuff. She wrote, and then we can threaten him to get his phone password. So you're like, okay, these text messages were released. This is probably enough drama. Like, there's no way it gets juicier. Every YouTube drama has a plateau. And then slowly people forget about it. People are thinking, this is going to be the plateau, right? Like, for maybe a week, we're all going to go crazy. And then we're going to forget about it.
No.
A very popular Malaysian YouTuber posted a video, a 41-minute video called The Truth About YBB. And when you click the video, it's not just one famous YouTuber. It is 6 famous YouTubers who were...
Oh my goodness, YBB. You... She couldn't help herself. And she wasn't being smart about the whole thing. She was not being smart about the whole thing. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. How can you be this dumb and desperate to steal? And after that, be dumb. You do it to different people, do it to influencers, your fans. At this point, there's not one person she has not scammed. Are you serious? Now there's like 7, 8 people sitting now about to expose you. Your fans are ready to expose you. Your ex-boyfriend. I mean, are you serious? How can you live life like that and also be free walking about? If I have a bad issue with somebody, I will think about it till no end. I will find ways and means to make peace and amends with that person. You had a lot of people who you scammed and you were okay with it. Sheesh.
Were once friends with YBB and they're all exposing her. Imagine 6 YouTubers in one video exposing another YouTuber.
They were sitting in a row?
Yes, on like school chairs.
Oh man.
It's like a Jubilee video, but expose. Yes.
They don't look happy, bro. Look, this guy looked like, man, if I catch that YBB, what I'm gonna do to her? He looks focused. This girl looks like, oh my God, that you busty B word. That is what she calls YBB. You busty B word. You see her face? This one's like, yeah, YBB scared me. I can't wait to expose her. You know? And this one's like, oh my God, that girl. Yeah. Roll the cameras. He looks more diplomatic, but at the same time, he means business. This one's like, well, yeah, she did scam me. But when I'm looking into the future, I don't know what I did to her. This one's like, COVID, take me away. Oh my goodness, YBB.
Literally. Yes. And it is the most mind-blowing, intense drama that Malaysian YouTube had ever seen in such a long time.
Oh,
so
man.
they all take turns explaining how they were screwed over by YBB. And we're just going to go down the list because it can really only get worse from here. They start the video by stating that they told YBB, hey, own up to your shit. Like, we're giving you one last chance. Own up to your shit. Don't blame it on an ex-boyfriend. Don't be doing all of this. Just own it for once and we will forgive you. And maybe people online will forgive you too. And she said, just post it. If you can say it, I'll admit it. Like, if you can say I did all this shit, then I'll admit it.
Oh, she said just post the video that they're filming?
Oh
So,
my gosh.
The lack of remorse that she was showing, they said that they were disappointed and that's why they're posting the video. They're saying, we tried to talk to her about this privately and she just didn't care. So let's start with YouTuber Jin. Jin's experience with YBB. He said that YBB borrowed about $5,000 from him and at first she had given Jin like really weird stories. She never talked about gambling. She said that she was working with another famous YouTuber, Kay. And Kay has like this online business that's kind of like a tiered program, if you will. So each sales agent buys inventory every month and they sell that inventory online and then they have other agents underneath them that sell inventory online and they get a percentage of that. So she's got one of those. I even asked our Malaysian researcher, I was like, am I confused? Am I getting this right? And she was like, yeah, I think that's the gist, okay? Basically, YBB was working with this YouTuber and she was telling Jen like, oh my God, they're literally hustling me for money. They're forcing me to buy inventory and saying if I don't buy like an insane amount of inventory every single month, they're going to sue me. They're going to sue me. So he was like, that's crazy. He would loan her the money. But then as he's thinking about it, he's like, that's weird because I have friends that are friends with these YouTubers that run the business and they're nice people. And like, imagine screwing over a YouTuber like that when you're in the YouTube business. They're probably going to make an expose video on you. So it just kind of didn't make sense to him, but he didn't really say anything. Then a guy named Sky spoke up, and Sky was the one that leaked all the text messages. So when YBB was sent to prison, she gave Sky her phone and was like, can you not look through it? But like, I need you to keep it because I don't want the police to go through it.
How stupid. How stupid. You give me your phone and say, can you not look through it? I wouldn't say anything. I'll just nod in your face. And then when you turn going, I will look through it. There is a reason why you're telling me not to look through it. I'm not going to implicate myself in any drama, in anything. When something is traced to you, I don't want to be an accomplice. Why not look through it? You can keep my phone till I return. But say, I'm giving you my phone, don't look through it. Bro, I am looking through it. My eyes are this wide. Okay. I'm looking through everything. I don't blame Sky. Sky's eyes look like it's lost in the sky because of the things he saw. He still can't believe it. He had to wear a mask to be there.
What?
And then at first he was like, yeah, don't worry. But then later, when he starts seeing all these rumors and allegations online, he's like, you know what? I had my suspicions about her, and now I'm really confused. He started going through her phone and found the most insane, batshit crazy text messages of her, like, trying to get someone to kidnap her ex-boyfriend for his YouTube account login.
Oh, my gosh.
So YBB also told Sky that she's getting hustled by these YouTubers and they're forcing her to buy inventory. He would loan her money and all of that. She would lie about how relatives were dying and he would loan her money for medical bills. He said she was literally using dead people to make money and that goes against my moral compass, so I have to say something. And the most painful part is Sky was in business with YBB. They started the boba shop, claw machine shop together. And he said that when she was in prison, he saw through her phone that she was talking him for like 3 years straight.
What?
When the bubble shop business wasn't doing well, when they weren't making money, she blamed everything on him, of him being like this horrible business owner, very, very bad at everything. And so he's like, literally, I have been losing connections. People don't want to work with me, and I never knew why until today. He said she did all of this when all he did was loan her money, never judge her, and try to help her through. She didn't even care. And then Charles spoke up. Charles said YBB borrowed money from him, and in Charles's case, she straight up admitted that she was gambling, but she played it off as it was like, I just can't get access to my money right now because it's like tied up in A, B, C, and D. So then he would give her the money, and then he's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't gamble, but nothing ever happened. And then it was just like never ending of her blaming other people. She would tell Charles, oh, it's because of Kay and her boyfriend and their online business. I'm getting hustled. She like had
Why does she keep doing that? Why does she keep doing that? She borrows money and then throws people under the bus. I gotta pay these people because they're bad people. If I don't pay them, they're gonna kick my ass. I have to pay them because they're threatening me. Throwing innocent people under the bus. They didn't even do anything. She keeps doing that. You scam your audience and you come bow down, sit down and say, oh yeah, it's because of the loan sharks and they're after me and my boyfriend and this, blaming everybody else apart from herself. Like she thinks she's perfect and everything else is bad and everybody's bad. She's such a pathological liar. Oh my goodness.
every excuse in the book. And then the last part of the video, everything hits the fan. These were like bad allegations, but not that bad yet. There are two women in the video, Yi and Kay. They had it the worst. Both of them had been friends with YBB for a while, and they tried to help her. They tried to loan her money, and YBB tried to hack into their accounts to scam their viewers posing as them.
What?
She wanted to...
What? No, this can't be forgiven. This cannot be forgiven. I mean, I understand second chances and everything. This lady does not deserve a second chance. She deserves a second chance in the jail cell. Are you serious? I borrow money from somebody and then in turn want to hack them, pose as them in front of their audience. That is asinine. That is asinine. That is bad. YBB, you bad.
Hack into their YouTube accounts and say, hey guys, it's Yi and I'm selling my old luxury purses.
What?
Because it works so well on YBB's account. Dumbest thing I've ever heard, okay? So then they would DM her and then she'd be like, okay, here's my bank details. And it would be like a fake bank account or like a bank account of a friend's that she made. And it would go there and they were making like $20,000 a night doing this.
Oh my gosh.
Hack into their account?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, this is so...
bizarre.
Doesn't even make sense.
Yes, because I would imagine someone would be like, oh, I didn't know you were selling your purses online. And then I'd be like, I'm selling my purses online? And I just lost my phone? It's so weird.
So she was making 20 grand a night.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's start first with everything they did for her before she royally screwed them over, okay? So they released text messages between YBB and her other so-called friends that were colluding to hack into their accounts. Yi was attending an influencer event, and she realized that her money, her ID card, and her phone were all stolen. But because it was an influencer event with just influencers, she thought, okay, like maybe I had just misplaced it with everything that was going on. She didn't think someone stole it. She spent 3 hours looking for her belongings, and text messages revealed YBB texting her friends, I want to steal this influencer's account, cry face. We can lie to her and get her drunk, and when she's not paying attention, I can go to the bathroom and switch her SIM card. Her friend texted her, it's going to be hard to get her drunk, her husband's going to be there. We just have to remember her phone password. We can steal her entire phone, and we will steal it, and as long as we can put in her password, we're good. I'll steal it, and then I'll immediately go home and say that I'm tired, and then post the things. What do you think? Can we do it? We just have to steal her phone and see her password. There's no CCTV at the hotel we're meeting at. But you have to wait until everyone is drunk. Her email's going to be logged in. It's either hers or Yi's or Yvonne's, or we can target both of them or all of them. Yes, but we can't log in using the phone or else they'll know. Okay, yes, so this time I'm just going to steal their phone and post the bags, and we can steal the entire phone and not just the SIM card. The reason we failed last time was because we were too nice. YBB, you can't do one of the other girls. She always has her phone on her. I know, I just need someone to distract them.
Wait, did they find out who's this like side character?
Yeah, another like smaller influencer called Baby Meow or something.
Meow. Oh man.
Doesn't even make sense.
But what? You are a smaller influencer. Doing this, supporting her, push, Baby Meow. Baby Meow. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's kind of nuts, okay? I'm telling you. It's so unhinged.
Like, all that for what?
Yes. All that for someone to be like, This is so dumb. Okay, It literally all traces back to one person with concrete, irrefutable proof. I don't know what she was planning. Maybe she was planning on making like 6 figures and then running? I don't know.
What? Okay.
I don't know. She said, I just need someone to divert their attention. I'll steal it when they're not paying attention. Maybe I can pretend to like open up to them. And I'll wear pants with loose pockets. Honestly, her or any other influencer is fine. Yvonne's going to be hard to steal though because she doesn't drink anymore. So the plan is to get the password first, steal the phone, pretend to be sick, and I'll leave right after.
But there's Find My iPhone, YBB.
I'll go to the toilet and change her password. How do you turn off Find My iPhone? Even if you take out the SIM card, they can still track it. I've tried it.
It's like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Wait. Yes. Because YBB goes, wait, you need iCloud to turn it off, right?
Yeah.
She can check the exact location of the phone, right?
Yeah.
They start debating on how to hack into her phone and debating security measures of Instagram's login features. And then she goes, wait, how do we not let her regain access to delete the post? Yeah, Instagram has pretty good security now. If we shut down the phone, can they still track with Find My iPhone? I think you can track it if you shut it down. Wait, let's shut it down. Okay.
The solution to all this, YBB, is don't freaking be a horrible human being. You're being a horrible human being right now. What's with all this plot? You and Baby Meow. What kind of YBB and Baby Meow? In what universe is this even real? I believe aliens haven't invaded us yet because of dumb people like YBB and Baby Meow. They're like, if we invade them, some of them are so dumb, we might end up losing brain cells trying to capture them. YBB and Baby Meow. Hi.
Okay, let me Google it. Okay, we can steal it, turn it on at an Airbnb, and then hack it. After we complete everything, we'll clear the phone.
YBB, this is really risky. She loses her phone and her account gets hacked. They'll know someone hacked it.
That's why we have to leave immediately. We can't leave a single trace. Okay?
Wait, so she loses her phone and we all leave? Like, that's not possible. That's so suspicious.
Look, I've thought about it. Let's do this. Maybe we can give up on stealing her phone. We can just take her SIM card and change her account passwords and leave her phone in the toilet, like the bathroom. How long does it take for her to get another SIM card? 3 days? During that time, we can sell stuff like crazy on her account. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was the plan. That's what they were doing. It's the most unhinged plan ever. I mean, the text messages go on and on about how they're going to steal this freaking phone. And it stated that from that night, they could potentially make $22,000 a night selling fake handbags. What's crazy is she stole Yi's phone, and the next day Yi and YBB had a photo shoot together. And YBB was like,
oh my God, did you ever find your phone? Like, you can't use, like, Find My iPhone or something to find it?
What?
Wow.
What? You stole it, you piece of... Oh
Cuckoo
my God.
bananas. Who thinks like that? I'm so scared of people. This story makes me want to stay inside, okay? Insane. On top of that, since she also took her ID, YBB tried to use her ID to get money from loan sharks. But loan sharks are really advanced these days. They make you send a picture with your face and your ID. Anyway.
And that's the security step that she couldn't fake.
No.
Okay.
She was like, man, damn it. It's not as easy as stealing a SIM card, renting an Airbnb, going to the Airbnb, hacking into the accounts, posting these luxury bags. And then you have the last victim. Okay, well, the last victim in the video, certainly not the last of YBB's, Kay. Kay and YBB had been friends for 10 years. And Kay is the business owner to the online business. And Kay actually got YBB involved because YBB was like, I hate being a YouTuber. I want to do something different. I'm unfulfilled. So many haters. So Kay was like, oh, why don't you try your hand at being like a sales girl at my business? She made like $11,000 the first month.
Oh.
So Kay was like, oh my God, that's incredible. And if you keep doing this, you're going to make even more and even more and even more. And your network is going to grow. I think the second month she made like $22,000 in a month. So
she doubled
the
it.
Third month, you know, Kay is thinking, YBB's great. This is great. I helped someone and now they're making insane money. This is like a win-win for everyone. Third month rolls around. YBB no longer wants to work. And Kay is like, what's going on? What happened? Why are you so unmotivated all of a sudden? And YBB was like, loan sharks. What? They're threatening to expose me online unless I pay them back. You know, I got into a little bit of gambling and medical debt from my family. Kay was so genuinely shocked, okay? She was making so much money on their platform. I don't even know how much she made on all her other sources of income. How are you in debt to scary loan sharks? So both Kay and her boyfriend suspected that she must be involved in some serious gambling, okay? She also gave them like a sob story about how her boyfriend cheated on her. So on top of helping her get a job, Kay and her boyfriend loaned her money.
Oh, no.
And then a month later, after YBB was arrested, they start getting all these angry emails from customers that said, hey, I ordered from this sales girl from your company and I never received any product.
Yo!
See, how does she expect to get it?
But I think that is a trend with people who have gambling addictions. Okay, I had someone in my personal life, a family member, like an extended family member who had a gambling addiction. Yeah. It's really bad. Even when it was happening, everyone in the family was like, it doesn't make sense a full-grown adult would think that people would fall for this. But that seems to be like what happens. So then she also stole more than 900 units of product from their company on top of that. And she was like embezzling money. And
oh
she
my
was
gosh,
ruining their
no.
business by scamming a bunch of people out of their product. So Kay wants to confront her about it. But YBB is like not having it. Won't even talk to her. And anytime these 6 friends would try to confront YBB, she would threaten to off herself. So collectively, these 6 influencers have lost about 5 to 6 figures, respectively. And all they hope is that maybe YBB can learn and that maybe she can change. They don't want to be friends with her. They don't want to be part of that process. But, you know, she's young. Maybe she can change.
Wait, where is she now?
She's out and free.
Oh.
Yeah, and after this...
still doing YouTube?
Here and there. So after this video was posted, YBB actually called Jin and said he recorded this.
Who's Jin?
One of the YouTubers. And she said, you know,
I just don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I became like this. I'm so sad. You're my good friend and I'm sorry and I'm not mad at you. That's all.
And Jin said, I can't help you anymore. That's the saddest part.
Yeah, I don't want you to help me.
Because of gambling, your gambling addiction, YBB, it ruined you. You're untouched by reality. All your ideas are about how to get more money, and you're falling so deep, those around you cannot help you. But you know, I didn't do it on purpose, Jen. I'm gone mad, and I just want to say I'm sorry.
You did it on purpose. You did it on purpose. You've done it to everybody. At this point, I think you've done it to your family members too. You did everything on purpose. You calculated. You know what to tell them, but just that you're dumb too. You're not as calculated like a genius would be. You're just dumb. And man, you did it on purpose.
Okay, well, I hope you take care, live well, and don't disappoint your mom, and you work hard. I don't know why I'm like this. I said I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated. I'm not strong enough to help you settle this mess. You wanted to help me, right? Yeah, before I saw everything on your phone, I wanted to raise money to help you. But after I saw everything on your phone, we knew that you were going in the wrong direction. We had to inform you that you were wrong, and we can't just keep cleaning up your messes. And she said, why did you make the video? I almost died. Why are you guys like this? Why? Why don't you just let me live? On top of that, it's none of your business. Why couldn't you guys just pretend that you never saw it?
This girl has a psychological problem. She has a huge psychological problem. The fact that she's free is her lucky moment. She's got to be lucky. Number 2, she needs to clear a lot of things that the gambling addiction did to her head with all the scams and hacking and all that stuff. And she's nonchalantly like texting that little meow, whatever. So she needs help. After that, you have the F1 to call the guy, one of the guys that exposed you, to make him feel guilty that, oh, I was gonna unalive myself. Why are you doing this? Like, man, if I was one of those and you called me with that bullshit, bro, I will, oh my God, I'll go live. I will go live. And then after that, you will regret ever knowing me.
And he's like, well, what do you want me to tell people? What do you want me to tell Yi? That I never saw it and she's going to hate me for life? Why don't you guys protect me? You guys protected me so many times. Why didn't you protect me one last time?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, so
Man,
she's
you're
now
disgraced.
changing
What?
even then.
She said, I apologized to him tens of times. Let me tell you, I constantly apologize. And she just keeps yelling and yelling and yelling. And she even screams at the end, you keep insulting me, you f***. You always film videos insulting me and calling me ugly. Eat. Yeah. And she said, you're not a gentleman. And after this video, anyone who felt bad for YBB tanked. They didn't feel bad for her anymore, okay? Because how do you expect someone to be a gentleman to you after you did all of this and f***ed everyone over? She keeps saying that she's willing to face the consequences and then does nothing and shows no remorse. 1 year ago, she filmed a video blacklisting herself from the casino. Did you know casinos have a blacklist?
No.
Okay,
how
so
do
you
do
go
that?
in, you blacklist yourself, and when security asks for your ID later on, they'll kick you out. But let's say you win money, you can't cash out your chips because you're blacklisted. So there's no point in going to that casino because you've been blacklisted.
That's so interesting.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah. Huh.
So maybe that's her trying to show that she's changed, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing is wild. Like, how did she even get to this point? It's kind of crazy. It's also kind of crazy because it was just so unexpected, and all of it was just so bizarre, and so much of it was just so shocking. I mean, I think we all have sympathy for people struggling with addictions, but it you know, when you cause that level of damage to so many people,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? I'm just saying, if you ever see someone putting up my YouTube channel for sale, it could be me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? And also, do you like Midnight Mango? I was thinking maybe I could even bring a little takeout in here once in a while. But I want to get into the story because I know you guys are here for the story. And sometimes I get so into the food, I get distracted. And then it's 20 minutes of me just like, and then everyone's like, oh my God, girl, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. So then I'm like, oh, okay. Make sure to check out Factor. Very yummy food. Linked in the description, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Oh my goodness, YBB, you need help. YBB, I don't want to make any more acronyms, man. Stephanie asked if we believed she's changed. Do you believe she's changed? Because I don't. She has not changed. There's not a lick of change in her. I don't care if she blacklisted, whitelisted, gray listed herself from the casino. There are a lot of casinos in Malaysia. She has not blacklisted nothing. And if she's blacklisted in one casino, there are a lot more casinos. Plus, she is, oh my goodness, she's scammed. She scammed people. She stole, stealing their phones, their identities, lying to the audience, selling bags, making $22,000, and still, that wasn't enough for her. She had to steal some more. She had to scam some more. This girl is she's an addicted thief, an addicted liar. She needs help. Why I think she hasn't changed? Her last phone call to the guy. She has not changed one bit. She has not changed. She's telling them why they didn't protect her like they always did. It makes me think that some of them knew these things before it came out, before the messages were leaked. Some of them knew it. Some of them knew it. They knew her character. And then after that, you have the effrontery to tell him to go and eat shit. No, you eat shit, drink piss too. Stay away from YBB. Make sure, look, stay away from, if you're subscribed to her and you like her content, it's up to you. But know that if she comes with a giveaway, whatever, be wary. Be wary. I don't know her. I've never seen her channel. I don't even know what she does. But be wary of that girl, man. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for your support. I love you so much. I'm not going to scam anybody. That is disgusting behavior. Make sure your eyes are open wide. Follow content with your eyes like this. Look into everything you got to look into before you believe stuff. I love you all so much. Adios. Bye.